Hello everyone, this is Dr.P.Syamala from the Department of MBA IB, Acharya Nagarjuna University. And coming to this topic, this is related to SCRA Act, which is nothing but Securities Contract and Regulation Act. In previous class, we have studied about the Securities Contract and Regulation Act up to Recognized Stock Exchanges, RSE. Okay, now we are going to learn about powers of recognized stock exchange, clearing house or clearing corporation, etc. Those topics in this class. Okay, now if we see about powers of recognized stock exchange means section 7 subsection A. According to section 7 subsection A and according to section 9, we will study about the powers of a recognized stock exchange. And if we see section 7 subsection A, it is related to make rules restricting voting rights, etc. Okay, so a recognized stock exchange may make rules or amend any rules made by it to provide for all or any of the matters. Okay, like what matters means RSE, recognized stock exchange, restricts voting rights to members and regulation of voting rights, okay, in respect to stock exchange meetings conducted by stock exchange meetings, okay, that one person will have only one vote. Okay, likewise no appointment of proxy. Okay, means see, all these are related to section 7A. Only one member shall have the voting right, one member only one vote. If at all, for example, a person is holding 100 shares, means he doesn't have 100 votes. In how many number of shares maybe he have, okay, but the vote will be only one vote. So here one member one vote, only members shall have the voting rights, means only the members who are having the membership or else the shareholders, only they can only exercise their voting right. And no appointment of proxy means, see, if at all any person rights of a member to appoint, he doesn't have any right to appoint another person as his proxy, okay, to attend on behalf of him. So no appointment of other person on behalf of this person. Now last one is related matters, means any matters incidental to the recognized stock exchange regarding the voting rights, okay, consequential or any supplementary matters as may be necessary. Okay, so this is about the powers of recognized stock exchange. So if we see about the make bylaws, okay, section 9 is about the to make bylaws. So to make bylaws is regarding the powers of recognized stock exchanges to make bylaws. Any recognized stock exchange may, subject to the previous approval, means SEBI is approved, okay, by make bylaws for the regulation and control of contracts, okay, means the articles of association, means which is related to the internal management of the company. Okay, so likewise to make bylaws by the any recognized stock exchange, it can make its own bylaws, okay, but according to the provisions of the SEBI Act. Now bylaws may provide the opening and closing of markets and regulation of the hours of trade, means all these are the articles of association of that particular recognized stock exchange. Okay, so all these may contain all the aspects contained regarding the articles of association, like a clearing house for the periodical settlement of contracts, and differences thereunder. Okay, as I said before, opening and closing of markets, regulation of hours of trade, and submission. Okay, submission by the clearing house as soon as each periodical settlement of the matters regarding, okay, time to time they have to submit the total number of each category of security, settlement period. Okay, likewise contracts in respect of any squared up shares. Okay, likewise any number of each category of securities actually delivered at the clearing corporation. Okay, all these things, and publication by the clearing house of all or any particulars submitted to the SEBI. Okay, so each and every aspect, likewise regulations or prohibitions of any blank transfers, any prohibitions regarding carryover facilities, fixing, altering or postponing of days for settlements, terms and conditions of the contract, regulations entering into the contract, rescissions, terminations, performance of the contract. So each and everything they have to give the full information in these articles of association. That is known as to make the bylaws. Okay, now if we see punishment for contravention of bylaws. So what is the punishment of this thing? So contravention is nothing but we are not abiding the laws, we are acting against the laws. So punishment will be there whenever we are not acting according to the laws. Okay, so therefore what are the consequences? Okay, so what are those consequences? Means fine. Okay, expulsion. Okay, fine may be levied, expulsion, suspension, any other penalty other than money. Okay, so imprisonment. Likewise anything may be levied as punishment for contravention. Okay, so this is about the punishment. Means so it specifies the bylaws of contravention which shall make a contract entered into. Okay, they are accordance with the bylaws or not. So all these are fine, expulsion from membership, suspension from membership for a specific period, or any other penalty like nature not involving the payment of money. So all these are the punishments for contraventions. Okay, so now if we want to study, next topic is about the clearing corporations, clearing house and clearing corporations. So what does the clearing house or clearing corporations means? See, clearing a corporation means a recognized stock exchange. Okay, a recognized stock exchange may, with prior approval of Securities and Exchange Board of India, which is nothing but SEBI, transfer the duties and functions of a clearing house to clearing corporation, being a company incorporated under the Companies Act. Okay, what does this means? Here clearing corporation, if you see, clearing corporation is responsible, okay, for clearing settlement of all trades executed on stock exchange, okay, and deposits, collateral management, risk management functions, etc. Okay, so all these things have to be done by the clearing house. Okay, but due to the heavy work or else due to the work burden, okay, so if at all it is feeling more work burden, at that time it may go for with the prior permission of SEBI. Okay, it may appoint any other company, okay, which are known as clearing corporations. Okay, so actually in what happens in clearing a house means it clears all the settlements of trades executed thereover. Okay, so due to a heavy burden, it may not complete the work. Okay, so what does this clearing corporation consist of? Okay, what are the settlements means the periodical settlement of contracts and differences, okay, or else the delivery and payment of securities, okay, the matters relating to delivery and payment of securities and any other matter incidental to or connected with such transfers. Okay, so every clearing corporation for the purpose of transfer of duties and functions of clearing house. To clear a clearing corporation, make bylaws and submit the same to SEBI, okay, for approval. Then after approval, okay, these act as they act or else they will do the work regarding all the trades, okay, in public interest to transfer the duties and functions of clearing house to a clearing corporation. Okay, now the duties are transferred from clearing house to clearing corporation and these are all the duties that have to be settled on. So the functions, the duties to be performed by this clearing corporation. Okay, so here if BSE taking prior permission from SEBI can appoint any specialized company due to work burden. Okay, so examples of clearing corporations in India are Indian Clearing Corporation Limited. Okay, this is one of the clearing corporation and another one is National Securities Clearing Corporation, NSE. Another one is National Commodity Clearing Corporation. So likewise different corporations were there. Okay, so who will assist these clearing house? Okay, so if we see powers of SEBI, okay, so what are the powers of SEBI? Means to make, amend bylaws of recognized stock exchange. First one is first power of SEBI. What does first power of SEBI means? To make bylaws, okay, or amend bylaws of recognized stock exchange. So any stock exchange, we know BSE and NSE. So according to section 10, if at all RAC, recognized stock exchange, objects to any bylaws, okay, made or amended by SEBI, may within 2 months of publication apply to SEBI for revision. Okay, so if at all a recognized stock exchange, if it doesn't want to, okay, amend any laws which is made by SEBI, okay, within the span of 2 months, okay, it has to apply for SEBI for revision of those amended laws. Okay, likewise to issue directions according to section 12A. Okay, this is section 10 and this is section 12A. So 12A says about the recognized stock exchanges and companies, directs both, okay, issue directions. SEBI issues directions to RSE, recognized stock exchanges and companies, okay, direct both of them, okay, issuers. So here we know that in stock market we have depositors who are nothing but the BSE and NSE, at the same time issuers who are nothing but company. Okay, so both were directed by the powers of SEBI. SEBI is directed. Now power to adjudicate. So power to adjudicate is studied under 23J. So inquiry and inspection. Okay, so inquiry and inspection and penalties levied by adjudicating officers. Okay, this is studied under powers to adjudicate. If at all there are any consequences in the RSC, recognized stock exchanges, or else any company means, then the adjudicating officer, he will get into inquiry into those recognized stock exchanges or the companies and inspect them. If at all they have disclosed any fraud or any malpractices or any other thing, then penalty will be levied, okay, by the adjudicating officers. Next, to make regulations according to section 31 of SCRA. Okay, last one is the regulations on RSC and the company. Okay, so regulations should be there. Next one is powers of SEBI, which will not apply. Okay, all these will be applied by the SEBI, but some powers, okay, on some institutions SEBI cannot apply. Okay, so powers of SEBI not to apply where IFSC, on IFSC, which is nothing but International Financial Services Center. So it is exercised by IFSC Authority Act 2019 only. Here SEBI will not act. For that there is a specific authority which is known as IFSC Authority Act 2019. They will oversee it. Okay. Now, additional trading floor, okay, and licensing of dealer in certain areas. So all these are related to additional trading floor and licensing of dealers